Valley Club, the celebration of free stuff for you continues this month, not just with the pool party events to celebrate the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. We also have Chapter 2 of The Age of X coming. We already had Chapter 1 a few months ago. What kind of rewards can you expect when Chapter 2 launches? We'll discuss that in this video. And if you're ready for all of that and more, then Valley Club, you know what to do. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having a great day. This is the third video that we're releasing today. First video was about the changes to the arena rewards and how you can get some free Annihilator shards with some upcoming events. Also, the second video was Annihilator gameplay and arena. Wasn't too impressed with them, but I do think they're going to be a very good team. And this is the third video today. It's all about free stuff for you. Age of X, pool party, more stuff. But before we get into all that stuff that you could be expecting, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. Minimum of 5 videos per week. Some days we're just loaded with videos, like 3 videos in one day. But everything to help you in Marvel Strike Force, from gameplay videos, news videos, question and answer videos, whatever it is to help your Marvel Strike Force experience, you can expect it on this channel. Well, let's talk about the Age of X. Now, we did see in last Friday's blog post that on August 7th, 2 p.m., so tomorrow, the Age of X Chapter 2 is starting, and now we have the advanced copy of the blog that is going live. This is about the mind of Magneto. What it says, the Age of X saga continues with the next exciting chapter. Join Old Man Logan, Phoenix, and Emma Frost as they enter the mind of Magnus himself, Magneto, and dig up the clues for their continued search of Professor X. They're going to need all the help they can, so you need to help them, commanders. For all the strike commanders, encouraged to join their input in this important upcoming mission. So the missions are going to be Age of X Chapter 2. It has 7 missions, just like Chapter 1 did. There's no requirements for entry. We'll supply each player with the necessary characters, so whether you have the characters or not, you can do these missions. Just rack up the rewards. Now, to look at what kind of rewards we might be expecting when Chapter 2 launches, let's go back to March 27th of this year when Age of X was first introduced. What is Age of X? Well, Professor Charles Xavier, the most powerful telepathic mutant, founder of X-Men, leader in the hero community. So where's he been since Ultimus was involved? What kept his hero from the fight, and why haven't his students noticed his absence? Well, starting in April, so previously, players will take a year-long journey to answer these questions, ending with the release of Dark Dimension 8, which has since been switched. It was going to be the reward Professor X for Dark Dimension 8. It looks like it's going to come a lot sooner than that, and Odin is going to be the reward, not with your gear, not with the next gear tier, but with the next ISO 8 tier, getting your characters up to ISO 8. Purple level 3 is what you need for Dark Dimension 8, and not unlocking Professor Xavier. It's going to be Odin, and Professor Xavier will still be a reward sometime in 25. It's just not going to be from Dark Dimension 8. Now, back to the Age of X event. To celebrate this age, what they say about the first age, there's a 7-day event called Age of X, and in this one, they describe a mysterious psychic message from Phoenix and Cyclops, whereas this Chapter 2 mentions Old Man Logan, Phoenix, and Emma Frost. We do have the rewards and the first-time rewards from the last time, so we'll see how these compare. But they mentioned Phoenix using the Danger Room technology, iconic event battles from the history of X-Men and Nexus Earth, all hopefully be familiar to fans of Marvel Strike Force and the comics. And just like we have with Chapter 2 that is upcoming, Chapter 1 had no minimum requirements. And if we go back and look at what was actually rewarded in Chapter 1, these are very, very good rewards for early game players, mid game players. Not a lot of value for end game players, but hopefully the pool party events and some of the rewards they have for pool party will make it worth it to really push on this, or at least get these first time rewards and continue to use these energy, because it looks like it's all going to be related to that pool party event. So it had some ability materials, which is fine, some gold, which is fine, but the first time rewards for Chapter 1, Mission 1 was 50 Cyclops shards and 700,000 purple gear credits. So again, good for newer players, maybe not as good for mid-game players, and not really good for end-game players. And moving on to Chapter 2, we actually see that we have some training mats that you could farm in this node here. So if you're needing training mats, you can just get some free energy source that you could use for your training mats and get some training mats. But the first time rewards for Mission 2, 50 Spider Weaver shards, and 300 L4 training materials. Mission 3 of Chapter 1 had some gold orb fragments, which is good. Hopefully there'll be some gold orb fragments that we could farm in Chapter 2. There are some gold orb fragments at the pool party events as well, so that is good. But as far as the first time rewards for Mission 3, 50 Captain America shards and 2,150 silver promotion credits. So if you're a longer time player, you probably have an abundance of these that you don't know what to do with. But if you're a newer player, these are very good for getting more stars for your character. Mission 4 has some premium orb fragments, which can be good if you're trying to get some unfarmable characters, maybe some extra shards, maybe just a couple extra shards to build up a character for a next legendary event to get into the next star level. There are here some basic orb fragments as well. And the first time rewards for Chapter 4 have 50 Gambit shards and 100 T4s. Mission 5, we're back to these ability materials that you could farm. So I'm probably not going to farm these after you get these first time rewards. But first time rewards for this on Chapter 1 included Emma shards, 50 of them, and 700,000 purple gear credits again. Mission 6 has more training orb fragments that you could farm. And if we look, they did reduce the amount of attempts that you could do per day. It did say 30 back then. That was about 4 months ago that we had this. And they have, with these showcase events, they've reduced the amount of attempts that we've had. So hopefully we still get a lot of these and we can still farm as many gold or training orbs as we want. But the first time rewards for Mission 6 in Chapter 1, 50 Infinity War Iron Man shards and 450 L4 training modules. Mission 7 also had gold orb fragments, and I think if they're going to reduce the number of attempts, maybe they will, maybe they won't. If they do reduce the number of attempts, though, I hope they increase the gold orb fragments that you get per attempt. But the first time rewards for Mission 7, 50 Infinity War Thor shards and 500 gold promotion credits. And thanks to Row of Gilead for recording this the first time this was around. I didn't find anyone that recorded all these rewards and these missions the first time around. I think because a lot of content creators are endgame players and they weren't really good endgame rewards, but for newer players, I think these are some really good things. Now, the rewards for Chapter 2, they definitely will include some character shards. Let me know who you're going to think based on who was included in Chapter 1 and who they mentioned in this blog post. But character shards, also T4 materials, L4 training modules, more. Mission nodes will pay out gold orb fragments, training orb fragments, ability materials, T2 ISO credits, gear credits. So it looks like a lot of the same type of standard rewards. Let me know what you think is going to happen with these first time rewards, though. As we move on to the pool party, even if these rewards aren't too tempting, make sure you are spending your energy just for these pool party rewards. The milestones for pool party has been pretty good, so make sure you are spending these rewards. They do mention that spending the Mind of Magneto energy also earns points towards a week 4 pool party event. Don't miss out on these. And what can you expect in a week 4 pool party? Well, you can expect this frame, and I think this is a good frame. Some of the frames look a lot better than the others. I think this is a good one. I'm gonna be equipping this for a little while. A pool party orb, which has mixed results. Some of the orbs that I opened had some really good character shards, some not so much. And last but not least, this new costume. This costume of Deadpool from the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. I'm not going to spoil it too much, but if you did see this movie, what do you think of this character that Deadpool is having a costume of? My kids weren't really big fans of this new Deadpool character, but let me know your thoughts on this character if you did see the movie. If you didn't see the movie, let me know what your thoughts on this costume are. And hopefully we get a lot of good rewards in Chapter 2 of Age of X. It does look very similar to Chapter 1 as far as the first time rewards and those rewards you could farm. But I think the big thing is here, make sure you're using your energy for these pool party rewards. Crimson Gear, a lot of good stuff. We'll see what the actual rewards are when it goes live next week. Hopefully you got some value from this video. If you did, leave it a like. It is free for you. Tremendously helps out the YouTube channel and that YouTube algorithm. And if you want to see what are the best teams in Marvel Strike Force right now, check out the video up there, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of your week. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.